So I'm here with Itch in the media tent now. How was Reading?
Reading was dope, man. It's like I haven't really played the UK much this year at all, so but I've been putting out a lot of music, and I've been away on the Warp Tour all summer. So to come back and see like so many people and have so much love in the tent, it was special, you know. And with my last crew, Reading was where we sort of got our first big exposure for our first big live exposure, and to kind of come back in my solo guys and be at the one extra stage, it was kind of perfect, you know. It was very special.
And do you think Leeds can live up to it?
Yeah, of course. I mean, Leeds is always rowdy. You know, there's kind of different vibes, I guess. But I mean, I don't think it really matters where you go. People are people. Do you know what I mean? All over the world with the same basic wants and needs. I don't really think that the crowds differ too much. I think this weekend is a gathering of freaks. It's a gathering of the underdogs, the people who perhaps feel a little left out of society, and they get to come together for one weekend and have it, you know. And I think that's kind of the same with any festival anywhere. So I'm looking forward to tonight, man. It's gonna be dope.
Yeah. And what can we expect from your set?
I mean, you know, I'm just gonna go out and do my thing. We've been getting tight over the summer. I've been playing every day, and so this is the first time we've come back, and I think we've been really, really tight. So I think it's just gonna be a hell of a show, man.
Yeah. And do you have a favorite song that you like to play?
Not really. I mean, I think probably the last one, London is Burning. I like playing that because it's rowdy and it gets people hype. I mean, at a festival, you kind of want to avoid your slower songs. You want to avoid the mid-pace songs. You just want to go hard and hit hard, and that's kind of the trick. So I think that's the hardest tune. That's probably the one I enjoy playing most.
And, you know, how has it been going since you started your solo career?
Pardon?
How's it been going since your solo career started?
It's been amazing. It's been just massive amounts of freedom. I think towards the end of my last crew, it was like we were kind of just going through the motions. It got to a point where we weren't really passionate about it. And as soon as that started to go, it was time to call it. And this very quickly became my main passion. And so it doesn't matter to me how many people I'm playing to. I'll go and play to 5 people the same way I will to 5,000. I'll put my everything into everything that I do. And as long as I'm excited by it and I feel the fear and I feel that I'm learning and getting better, then that's what makes me happy.
And are you working on anything new at the moment?
Yeah, I've got an album dropping. I'm going to drop a mixtape in October, and then I've got a new mixtape in October, and then I've got my album dropping at the top of next year.
You know, what's the process for you writing your songs? Do you like to go into a studio and just think, or do you like a more personal feel to it?
I mean, I think that writing is a lot like working out in terms of I don't really believe in inspiration that much. I believe that you have to sit down and graft, and I write, 16 to 32 bars every single day. I think that it's literally like working out your brain. And I've got a great producer, this John Feldman, who I worked with on my album, my last 2 EPs. We just go in the studio and whack it out there and then, and we write quick, we write hard, and we don't really sleep. We just wake up and write until we drop off eventually. But this next mixtape I've got coming out is with Dan the Automator, who's from Deltron 3030. He did Handsome Boy Modelling Club. He's a lot more kind of hip-hop based. And it's got Kid Koala, a great scratch DJ on it as well. So it's a bit of a different vibe, a bit more hip-hop.
And obviously you've just done Warped Tour, which is absolutely massive. You're doing Reading and Leeds. Is there any more tours happening at the end of this year?
Yeah, I'm going to go and do a tour with Deltron 3030 in October in America. Come back here, do Warped Tour UK, and then there's the Kevin Says Warped Tour, which is going to be me and 3 or 4 other bands. We're going to go around the UK in November.
And lastly, how do you survive the tours? What's the essentials that you need?
I mean, I think it's important to have a change of clothes. It's important to have your baby wipes, your towels. I think it's important to bring anything you need. Don't assume that it's here. So you need to bring whatever you can. Whatever you're going to need for the day, you need to bring it with you. You can't rely on it.
Well, thank you so much for speaking to me. I hope you have a brilliant set today, and it's just as good as Reading.
Thank you very much.